Hi there, and welcome to Limitless, the space where your big dreams meet grounded energy and mastering manifestation becomes your new normal. I'm Alyssa Simpson, mindset and manifestation coach, your unorthodox free spirit, and now your newfound permission slip to do life your way. Here, we break the rules by ditching societal norms of the hustle and grind. We embrace flow, alignment, and the bold decision to follow what lights you the fuck up. In each episode, I'll be sharing soul downloads, mindset shifts, energetic upgrades, and raw, authentic stories to help you unlock your magnetism, collapse timelines, and create a life that feels as good as it looks. So if you're ready to remember who you are, trust your desires, embody your highest self, and manifest from your authentic power, it's time to sit back, relax, and get ready to become limitless. Hello, how are you? Oh my gosh, y'all. I am chomping at the bit to get fully back into just honestly talking. Just talking. And I have so much that I have to share with you because, as we know, I'm on a journey. I am on a journey. And for the past 9 months, honestly, I've been on a journey of really figuring out, like, what do I want my next chapter to be? What do I see for myself, for my life, for my business, for my day to day, all the things. And the one thing that I have been really trying to overcome is the beliefs that I have around the way that business has been done, right? Like business has been done for me in a very traditional sense, whereas it's the marketing, it's the branding, it's the putting things together to go beautifully and curated on social media. And the desire that I have to get off of social media has really challenged these beliefs because yes, I'm like, who needs social media? I'm out of here. But then I'm opening up my Instagram app and I'm looking at my DMs and I'm checking my analytics and I'm seeing who's listening, who's watching, who's here, who's interacting, all the things. And that is needy energy, number one. And number two, it is sending a very mixed message to the universe. It is telling the universe that I'm not really truly honest about what it is that I do desire because my actions aren't following it. And I talked about that a little bit on the last episode, but I want to dive into it just a smidge bit more here because it is so important for me to be, number one, totally transparent and honest, and also kind of share with you all how I'm navigating this season of life, right? The way that we've done business, the way that we have decided to archetype, those aren't the words, put together entrepreneurship is is very weird because it is built on the same back of a 9 to 5. It is still built on the same back of how other people have done things. So we have this desire to be entrepreneurs and to create our own reality, but then we're doing it in a way that we've seen done by others. Instead of saying, I know enough about myself and my ability to make things happen that I've never seen become before. Like I've never seen it make sense before. I've never seen it come to life before. And we have that power within us. And I personally want to be the vision that people have in their mind when they think about doing things outside of the box. I want to be the person that people think of when they're like, Alyssa did it, so why the fuck can't I? So that's a really big hat to wear. Those are really large shoes to fill, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it because I will be the guinea pig. I will be the test subject, if you will, to show all of you how possible it is to do things completely and totally outside of the box. So this morning, I woke up anxious as shit. I was like, oh my God, like, what is actually happening? Like, what am I actually doing? And full transparency, I have not signed a new client for the entire 2025 year. Isn't that wild? I have not signed a single new client in my coaching business. And that hit me this morning when I was making breakfast. And I was like, that's weird. So what am I doing? Just running around with a hobby? Like, that's not a business if I'm not generating new clients. And I had to really talk to myself, and I was like, but why? Like, what is it like? Where is this pressure coming from? Because I'm not struggling. Like, I'm not barely making my ends meet. Like, I'm living in overflow. I truly am. But I haven't signed a new client. So what am I making that mean about me? And then it all clicked together. I was like, dude, let's look at my entire entrepreneurial journey, the past 6 years, and how I've been doing business. And I have never seen the success that I desire to see because of social media. Anytime that I do something so different and so weird and so just unlike anyone else, that is when I see the success. Like, I was able to literally manifest consistent 7K months for the past 3 years outside of my business. Like, that money that I had consistently coming in was nothing tied to Alyssa Simpson coaching at all. Zero. And when I really get honest with myself and I'm honoring who I am as a person and what my energy calls for, I'm able to step out of the anxiety. Because that anxiety is on me because of other people, like, and what society has told me I have to do in order to see success, and what I have to do in order to have this booming business. And to be totally honest with you, like, being a business owner is cool and all. Like, I think it's a really cool hat that I get to put on every day, but it's not my entire identity, right? Mindset and manifestation is not my entire identity. Being a coach, a mentor, and a teacher is not my entire identity. I truly am here to experience like pleasure and luxury and just simply living for a living while also showing others how to do it. And we can call that whatever 3D man-made thing we want to call it, right? Business owner, teacher, mentor, whatever. But at the end of the day, like, I am purely a soul in a human body living a human experience, and I'm doing the most beautiful thing by opening up other people's eyes and showing them that it doesn't need to be so goddamn serious all the time. you know? And I think that can be enough. I don't need to put this label on what it is that I'm doing. And I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and she was like, "Well, what do you want out of your business?" And I was like, "That's a really great question, and it stumps me because the knee-jerk answer is to generate an income." And it's so weird because the income that I have always generated, yes, I do sign clients that pay me money. Yes, I do get paid for my speaking events. Yes, I do get monetization from other parts of my business. But the money that I've generated since being an entrepreneur, 80% of it comes outside of my business and always has. And so when I really think about it, it boils down to what do I want my life to be? What do I want my legacy to be? What do I want my day to day to be? How do I want to feel every day when I wake up? How do I want to spend my time? And the old way of doing things is creating content, posting on social media, having conversations in the DMs, doing outreach, la 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 la. And I was like, I don't want to fucking do any of that. I don't want to do a single thing of that because my time and my energy is so precious that I'm sorry, but I can't actually, I'm not sorry. I take that back. I don't need to be doing all this bullshit that people tell you you have to do in order to see success. I haven't been doing it and seen success regardless of it. You know what I mean? So I already have the proof there that I don't need to be doing these things, but I've still been trying to fucking do these things and stressing myself out about it and trying to meet these stupid deadlines that no one, like, what is even happening? Like, what is actually happening? Telling myself, like, okay, I went and talked to 10 new people today. Go me. That's business owner stuff. I'm not down with it, dude. I'm not down with it. And again, my time is so precious and so potent that I can't be spending it doing acrobatics for others. Like, I can't. That's not who I am. And I feel like some people are going to hear that and go, who does this bitch think she is? Like, who? I'll tell you who I think I am. I think that I am a multi-layered person, and I am honoring the season that I'm in. And the season that I'm in is doing things the most easefully while receiving the most, which is exactly why I decided to bring Restfully Rich to life. I birthed Restfully Rich from the desire of showing people exactly how to take life by the fucking horns and create exactly what you want out of it. If you love your business and you love doing the mundane business things and having it be all ever consuming, good. That's amazing. I love that for you, but it is not for me. It is not for me. And I refuse to let other people who are in business, who are coaches or mentors or entrepreneurs, tell me that I need to be doing things a certain way to see success. Because that's bullshit. Life is a fucking canvas. We get to paint the canvas however we want. Our lives are our own movies and cinematic beauties that we get to create and decide what goes on that screen for other people's to see. Our life is our kingdom, and we get to decide what comes through those fucking walls and what goes on the walls, to be quite frank. And for me and my kingdom and my cinematic picture and all these things in my canvas, all of the way of doing things, I'm over it. I've tried. I've beat this dead fucking horse for 6 years, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm like, what am I even doing this for? Like, the universe has shown me time and time again, like, Alyssa, you don't need to be doing this, baby girl. Why are you doing it? What is the point? Like, what is still making you stick to this weird song and dance? And to answer your question, Zaddy Universe, it's society. And I talk about all the time, like reprogramming yourself and getting rid of limiting beliefs and deciding what you want your new programming to be. And I need to follow and practice what I preach. And I haven't been, because I also have been in a new season where I'm not only trying to regulate my nervous system, but I'm also having to regulate a tiny human's nervous system. Like, that is the job that I've been doing the past 9 months. And I have been all encompassed with that, right? Like, I'm helping build this new soul into the human world, and that takes a lot of my time and energy. So the time and energy that I have left for that, it's potent, it is productive, it is no fucking blurred lines or busy work. And honestly, a lot of what you do inside of a business is fucking busy work, you know? And sure, you can outsource, you can do all the things, but I'm not in a season where I want to be managing other people trying to help me build my business. I'm in a season where I know my worth and my value, and either you rock with it or you don't. And I'm here to show people how to restfully get rich as fuck. Because that's the vibe. There are people who are there's the whole story of, like, you're born into riches or you have to work really hard to receive money. And there's also a third story. There's also a third fucking story of you getting to build exactly what you want from the ground up in the most easeful, restful way possible. And as women, we live in a world that was built around men's energy. If you do not know this, welcome to my TED Talk, but we operate in a solar cycle, so the 24-hour, the sun rises, the sun sets cycle, which is how men's hormones operate, which is why we have 9 to 5s, which is why we have things are open during the day and they're closed at night, right? Women operate on a 28-day lunar cycle. So 1 week out of our month, we feel on fire. We feel on fuego. We are ready to take down the fucking world. The rest of the week, it's a little low, or the rest of the month, it's a little low energy. We have a little boop, pop-up peak here, but then the rest is very low energy. If you don't know about this menstrual cycles, I have an episode here somewhere in the fucking beginning stages of this podcast with my functional medicine practitioner, Abby, and she breaks this down so beautifully. So please go listen to that if you have not listened to it yet. But when we honor our own hormonal system, our whole energy, things are done differently. And entrepreneurship, business ownership, building anything from the ground up is done in a men's hormone energy way. Okay. So hello, enter in Alyssa Simpson, the girl who is about to show you how to do things on a women energetic way of doing things, where you get to have those really awesome, incredible, potent bursts of making shit happen. And the rest of the time you get to be chilling and relaxing. I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent here, so buckle the fuck up. Feminism was built by men to serve men. So all of these women that are like, I'm going to be a boss ass bitch, I'm going to be a female founder, a CEO, good for you, but you're doing it on the backs of men that want you to do that. Because when they take the women out of their role, which is nurturing, mothering, guiding, like all of those things that is feminine energy, they get to raise your children. They get to decide how you are a piece of the system. This is going to piss you off. Maybe it won't. Maybe you're like, finally, someone fucking said it. I don't really care regardless because I'm gonna fucking say it. Women should not be operating the way that women are operating. We should not be doing things the way that men are doing things. We should be building homes within ourselves and within our families, period. We had less suicides, less antidepressants, less fat, less sick, and less broke people back when people honored their fucking roles of their feminine energy and their masculine energy. Period. And since having my son, I have felt since getting pregnant and knowing so fucking quick that I was going to have a son, the desire in me to be more feminine was so loud and so just like, okay, I guess, like, that's fucking weird because I am very much so a powerhouse, strong, anti, men telling me what to do woman. But I've seen through the lens of now being a mother to a son how honestly chaotic that made some of my life, you know? Like I look at it as, wow, why did I feel the fucking need to be this boss ass bitch in every aspect of my life? And it boils down to how it was growing up, you know? My dad, for those of you that don't know, before he died, he was really sick for like 6 years and in and out of different really shitty nursing homes and, dealing with his alcoholism basically pickling his brain. So, like, he was a barely functioning human for the last 6 years of his life before he died. And my mom had no idea how to keep her life going without him. And witnessing that and being a part of that is ultimately what led me to being like, you know what? I will never, ever put my livelihood in the hands of anyone else. So I was very much strong held and very much on the side of I am woman, hear me roar. I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. And that honestly created so much bullshit in my life that looking back, I'm like, that's exactly why all these things happened and why I had to also go through the getting so sick, so anxious, so depressed because I wasn't letting myself be provided for. I was in my masculine energy so much, so much. And now that I'm in this season of like, I want and I am in my feminine energy, I'm going to show others how to do it too because you don't need to be in your masculine energy in order to see success. When I released the masculine energy hold over myself and let myself release into the feminine, that is actually when I started to feel so much better. And I released 50 pounds of just baggage and fucking bullshit that I've carried on with me for years, Like my relationship with my husband is so much better because I'm not in my masculine energy. The way that I'm raising my son is so much more to me beautiful because I'm not raising him in a masculine energy, Like and this isn't me saying that I am some, damsel in distress. Like the idea that being in your feminine energy is you as a damsel in distress is so fucked off because the truth is when you're in your feminine energy, you allow others to provide for you and take care of you because that's just the way it is. And this isn't saying that you have to be with someone in order to, like have your needs met. That's not it at all. And that is what society has told you. And what feminism has told you is that when you are in your feminine energy, you are basically some person's bitch. And that's not the case at all. You are designed by the divine, by God, by source, by universe to bring a different essence and energy into the world. And when you say, fuck that, I'm not doing it, you are throwing your shit off balance. The law of gender is in place for a reason because the law of gender states that both masculine and feminine energy need to be present in order to have balance. And we have been living as women in business so off balance because we are trying to do things in the masculine way. We can still be business owners. We can still have our success, but we've got to learn how to do it in our feminine energy. We don't need to be doing it in this masculine way anymore. And by realizing that, and by having the honest conversation with myself of like, where is this coming from? Why do I feel this anxiety? And it's because I've been trying to fit in this fucking box that my energy is not designed for. And noticing that is the number one thing, which I noticed it beginning of this year. Did I act on it? Yeah, for a few months, and then I got scared and nervous and things weren't happening in the time that I thought they should happen, so I went back to my fucking old ways. And here I am again declaring and telling you all, if you see me going back to my bullshit, call me on it, number 1. And number 2, I have to be the leading example here. Like, I have to be the one to show you how it can be done in a way that makes the most sense for all of us, right? And that is what I'm here to do. So that is exactly why I have created Restfully Rich. It is not a typical coaching container. If you've ever had a coach or a mentor or been a part of a mastermind or a course or privately coached or whatever, if you have been in any of my containers that I've had in the past, this is unlike them all because I had to tell myself and have a conversation with myself, if I'm wanting to do things that honor me and my energy and show others how they can do it too, I have to build something that is not out there, that hasn't been done before, that I specifically haven't done before or been inside of a container that has done it this way before either. So, Restfully Rich, I want you to think of it as a portal, if you will, that you get to hop into, that you are poured into every single day. This isn't structured. It's not a, hey, every Tuesday at 11 a.m., you better be on this fucking call or else you aren't going to get coached. No, it is an everyday portal where you get to be poured into. This is something where I'm allowing you to come in and get channeled what you need to hear through me, through the divine, through the universe. It's not going to be like this work at your own pace, a new module is up and here's the homework with it. This is going to be very much so like in real time. We are working as a collective group together to become restfully rich together in a way that honors our nervous system, honors our feminine energy, and allows us to actually exist while making changes to ourselves and our lives. Not a setting, because here's the thing too, whenever we talk about mindset work and manifestation work, it's almost like you have to fucking carve out a time of your day to implement these things, which, yeah, sure, that's great and all. Like, I do think routine definitely has a place for us when it comes to mindset and manifestation, but it's about how you are being in those micro moments in every single day, right? So it's, think of it as like we're together in this container and you are driving your car and someone cuts you off and you freak out and you're like, "Oh my God, I hate that I got so pissed. Let me send a voice note into our portal about it so we can all kind of collectively work through it together." So think of it as like a broadcast, like, okay, it's a radio station that you get to tune into whenever the fuck you feel like you need a good little hit of something, right? Like, it's the radio station that's on that always has like the message that you need to hear at the perfect exact time. That is what this is. It's going to remind you of who the fuck you are. It's going to give you the permission slip that you've been searching for to actually lean into your receiving error. Because we talk about it all the time. I'm in my receiving error. I'm in my restful error. I'm in my healing error. Quit talking about it and fucking be about it. And that's what you get to do inside of Restfully Rich. This is a container that is going to allow you to see the absolute most beautiful ways that you are supported and you are guided and you are being taken care of and living in overflow all the fucking time. It's literally at your door banging it down to be like the floodgates are trying to open. And by stepping into Restfully Rich, we are going to break that fucking dam that's been built up to allow the water to finally fucking flow through. That is what's going to happen on the inside. This is a very intimate and potent container. So this isn't for you if you are half in, half out. You got to be dedicated to your own fucking shit. You have to be so disgusted with how your life has been that you are done fucking around and you are ready for change. That is what is needed inside of this container from you, and I will provide the rest. For those of you who have been around and you've heard me talk about mailbox money, hello, mailbox money is still alive and well. And me talking about how I've received money outside of my business and been taken care of outside of my business, mailbox money is one of those avenues that has allowed me to still receive money restfully without having to do business the old fucking way. This is a system that has been around for 50 years that I literally have just plugged into and been able to generate money by literally just existing. All I do with mailbox money is I talk about it with other people and I share with them the opportunity to also receive mailbox money in a restful way. They hop in and that's fucking it. This literally, I'm telling y'all, when I tell y'all my time is precious, I cannot have more bullshit on top of my day because a lot of my days are spent blowing raspberries on my son's stomach and feeding him bone marrow and pumpkin, okay? Like I can't fuck around with more things on my to-do list, all right? I need to live in my PJs and, look up new recipes on how to hide veggies in food, not for him, for me. I need to come up with new things to add to my weekly grocery pickup. I don't have time to be fucking around with implementing a new income stream, okay? I don't. And that is what mailbox money is. It allows you to restfully receive by just simply putting yourself in the system that works for you. Hello, sign me the fuck up again, please. The pod is back. Hi, you know that you're listening to this. We will be doing more. I don't want to commit to doing a every Wednesday like I was doing because that doesn't feel like it honors me and my energy that I'm going into. So think of it as a cute little surprise whenever you see that a new episode is dropped. Okay? I have to put my money where my mouth is and actually stop doing things in the fucking masculine way business is done thing, right? I'm leading a movement, I'm opening up a portal, and that means I don't have to schedule shit like that. And this is really going against my Virgo ass because I love, like, I even schedule like coffee dates on my fucking calendar or like my grocery pickups on my calendar because I simply just need to have like that kind of structure. But I am fully embracing Restfully Rich because how can I help you become restfully rich if I am not also being restfully rich? So I don't want to commit to telling you, hey, every Wednesday, tune in. La, 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 la. So, surprise, bitch, you will get an episode when it drops. Okay? Great. Love that for us. Because I'm also not one to sit here and commit to recording stuff when it's not going to be the most potent chef's kiss energy, because that's not fair to you. That's not fair to me. And that's not what we're doing here. Okay? I am feeling a spark, if you will, of not only new energy but just a new fucking way of living and existing in this beautiful opportunity that we get to call life. So if you're with me, let's fucking go. If you are interested in learning more about mailbox money, please check the link below so you can do so. It is on an application based, so don't let that scare you. But what that means is we have so many people showing interest in this that we literally have to have some kind of way to streamline it. And by we, I mean my team and I, because this is a team type of thing. So when you submit your application, I will be personally reaching out to you to chat details with you. For Restfully Rich, the information is also in the show notes for you to go and see. There's a payment plan option. There is a pay in full option. This is a 4-month container and commitment. And this is going to be the lowest price that I'm ever going to offer because it still is a brand new baby birthing thing. So I want to make sure that the price point is very much so in alignment with me doing this for the very first time as it is for you joining the first time. So please get in on this if you feel called to do so. I'm telling you right now, this is what's going to actually change your year for 2026. No more of this writing affirmations and journaling and then going and doing the fucking masculine ass work until you can't work anymore bullshit. We are flowing into 2026. We are restfully receiving in 2026, and we are becoming rich as fuck while doing so. Okay? All right. All the information is in the show notes, and I will see you guys when I see you. Bye! I'm so grateful that you tuned in today. If this episode activated something in you, share it with a bestie who's also ready to become limitless. And don't forget to leave a review to help more people find this space. Wanting more? Get on my email list and subscribe to my YouTube channel for exclusive downloads, mindset shifts, and behind the scenes magic that I only share there. The link is in the show notes. Until next time, keep trusting the pull, honoring your energy, and manifesting your most abundant life.